Hi, Rich Karuba for bowlingball.com. Let's talk about improving your average 15 pins. You want to improve your bowling average 15 pins. There's a few areas of your game you should start putting emphasis on and working on in practice and dedicating yourself to achieving good results, and you will improve your average 15 pins. Now, if you're 170 average bowler or less, who I'm talking to really in this video, 15 pins is very doable if you just do a couple of different things. Now, obviously, if you have a physical handicap that prohibits you from putting in the hard work and the practice, maybe 15 pins is difficult to be attainable. But you might be able to still increase your average if you can do some of these techniques. If you have little or no free time to practice or no money to invest, then realistically, it's very difficult to improve your average and see boosts in scoring. So you have to do it while you're in competition, and then you have to think about it while you're bowling competition, and sometimes it's challenging to be effective at doing something new. But if you're someone willing to put in a little dedicated time and practice, some hard work, it's okay to work hard, and apply yourself in a few important areas of the game, you definitely can improve your scores. First, work on your initial alignment to the pocket. Make sure that you're not standing in the wrong place, so when you arrive at the foul line, where you're sliding and where you're releasing the ball when it comes off your hand and first contacts the lane bed, and where your sighting target is down the lane, is in a proper alignment, so the ball path leaving your hand, going down the lane to the break point, hook into the pocket, uses the oil pattern to help steer your ball to the pocket as successfully as possible. A lot of bowlers will line up too far left or right with their feet based on how much they hook the ball, and they don't play the lane pattern correctly, and so your initial alignment is important to get you hitting the speed, get you hitting your target, and also to get the ball to end up in the pocket more consistently. Because if you're in the pocket more consistently, what happens? You leave easier spares to make when you don't strike. When you hit the pocket more often, you strike more. And if you leave easier spares to make and you work a little bit on your spares, then you're going to improve your average. Doesn't take much to go up 15 pins when you improve your ability to hit the pocket. Next, you want to be able to regulate your ball speed and your loft control. Those are two things that help get the ball the same motion down the lane more consistently from delivery to delivery. If you vary your ball speed, delivering your ball for strikes, you're going to get a different hooking action, a different motion, and the lane and the oil pattern might read the lane, the ball might read the lane differently from shot to shot, and you won't hit the pocket as nearly as consistently and effectively as you're able to if you can regulate your speed. Regulating your loft means your release gets consistent. You're getting the ball over the line, into the lane bed consistently every delivery, so you'll get the same ball skid, and the ball will begin to hook relatively at the same point every shot down the lane. Next, you want to work, as we said earlier, on sharpening your spare skills. Eliminate just one open frame on average per game, about 3 open frames, 2 to 3 per league night. Hitting the pocket more often and getting a couple of more strikes than you're normally accustomed to. That's going to get your average up 15 pins a game, or 45 or 50 pins over the 3-game set. By eliminating your spares. Let's face it, if you miss a 1-pin spare, you're costing yourself what? About 11 pins compared to picking it up and moving on? So try to make sure that you become, in fact, challenge yourself, dare yourself to become a great spare shooter and go out and develop a system and work on it really hard. Because if you do, that's the quickest way of improving your average. Cut down the number of open frames. And finally, maintain the surfaces of your bowling ball equipment. My goodness, there's no shortcuts. Get into the pro shop every 10 games and make sure your ball gets screened so the surface texture matches the lane condition. After every 50 or 60 games, resurface your bowling ball equipment so you make sure the surface is restored, no nicks and scratches and marks and dirt on it. Keep the ball clean with good ball cleaner. A lot of it you can use in USBC competition. All those things are going to help you get consistent speed, consistent skid control. If you make good adjustments and alignment on the lane, you're going to hit the pocket more often. If you pick up your spares, how in the world can you not improve your average? In fact, you can go from 170 to 200 just putting in some work on this if you don't have any real physical challenges and if you can get out and practice. So, I dare you, improve your average.